Welcome back to Currency Revalue, the channel that follows the real movements, real policies, and real-world economic developments shaping the global currency landscape. Today, we're examining what may be the most important public monetary announcement Iraq has released in over 20 years. An announcement that aired directly on national television and laid out, step by step, a clear roadmap that could fundamentally reshape the future of the Iraqi dinar. For decades, analysts, investors, and citizens have wondered whether Iraq would ever take concrete action to strengthen and restore the value of its national currency. And while rumors, speculation, and theory have circulated for years, this time is different. This time, the information didn't come from unofficial sources, private conversations, or market whispers. It came directly and transparently from the central bank governor himself. Earlier this week, during the national evening broadcast, millions of Iraqis tuned in expecting ordinary commentary on inflation, trade, and domestic growth. Instead, they watched the central bank reveal the most detailed monetary restructuring plan since before the 2003 currency reform era. The governor confirmed that Iraq is now in active coordination with major global financial institutions, including the U.S. Federal Reserve and the Bank for International Settlements. This step alone signals something profound. A currency cannot expand in global influence unless it is synchronized with the systems through which international banking, settlement clearances, and foreign reserve operations take place. Iraq is clearly preparing its currency not only to function domestically, but to re-enter the global marketplace with credibility and structure. One of the most important parts of the announcement involved the gradual removal of restrictions that have existed since the post-war reconstruction period. For more than 2 decades, the dinar has been constrained by policies designed to stabilize the internal economy and prevent speculative damage. But those restrictions are now being lifted in stages as Iraq's financial systems modernize. This is a foundational requirement for any country preparing to strengthen the international position of its currency. A currency must be able to move freely and be exchanged transparently across borders. Iraq is now opening the door for exactly that. Then came the visual moment that few expected. The unveiling of newly designed Iraqi banknotes containing modern security features such as holographic overlays, microtext security printing, and advanced counterfeit-resistant technologies similar to those used in the US dollar and the euro. Nations do not spend millions producing new notes unless they foresee a change in how that currency will be used, circulated, or valued. Updating currency designs is often a precursor to increasing its role not only inside the nation but internationally. But perhaps the most groundbreaking revelation was the confirmation that the dinar will soon be partially backed by Iraq's oil reserves. This places Iraq among the few countries in the world moving toward a commodity-linked currency foundation. With some of the largest proven oil reserves on the planet, Iraq is positioning the dinar to hold intrinsic, tangible strength instead of relying solely on government credit or market sentiment. When a nation backs its currency with an export asset of global demand, it creates a financial base that is far more resilient against inflation, speculation, or external economic pressure. Additionally, the central bank emphasized a significant increase in Iraq's foreign reserves, including gold holdings, foreign currencies, and IMF special drawing rights, which has grown substantially over the past year. These reserves act as a defensive shield, ensuring that as the currency strengthens, the economy does not swing into instability or rapid inflation. Strong reserves support investor confidence and stabilize domestic purchasing power, signaling that Iraq is preparing carefully, methodically, and responsibly for long-term economic change. For the first time, the central bank also laid out a clear 3-phase timeline. Phase 1, which is already underway, focuses on strengthening internal banking systems, digitizing payment technologies, expanding electronic transactions, and improving international banking relationships. Phase 2, expected to begin in mid-2025, will introduce updated exchange mechanisms, the system that determines how the dinar interacts with global currency markets. And Phase 3, projected for late 2025, will finalize the establishment of the dinar's strengthened international exchange rate. This gradual method avoids economic shock and ensures stability. For dinar holders, one of the most reassuring statements came when the governor confirmed that exchanges will take place through authorized, regulated channels, both domestically and internationally. This eliminates the fear of uncertainty or illegitimate exchange methods. Iraq is preparing for an evolution, not a sudden overnight shift, not a speculative surge, but a structured strengthening process aimed at controlling inflation, stabilizing purchasing power, and restoring economic confidence for both the nation and the global market watching it. It is important to stay realistic and informed. Currency appreciation of this scale does not happen instantly, and the real value lies in a sustainable climb, not a temporary spike. But for the first time in many years, there is not just conversation, not just hope, but a publicly declared roadmap, openly broadcast for the world to see. And as the new banking systems roll out, the new notes circulate, the reserves continue to grow, and the timeline milestones are met, we will be here to follow every development. This is Currency Revalue, bringing clarity, research, and real analysis to one of the most closely watched currency evolutions on Earth. Stay aware, stay patient, and stay informed.